What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Wednesday. Donald Trump is the president of the United States for the next 4 years, and we are here today, guys. Look at the crypto market over here. Big sea of green, massive pump, lots of double-digit gains, definitely from the meme coins and layer ones. Everything's up, guys. Everything's up. If your coin isn't up, you shouldn't be holding that coin today, guys. If your coin isn't up, it is not a good coin. But everything looks good here, guys. Everything's green, super strong. If you go to the hourly, we are having a little bit of a pullback now. We are going to discuss the key levels for Bitcoin on the shorter term timeframes, and we are going to potentially open up a long if the market allows us to visit that region. But for now, we're just going to get stuck straight into Bitcoin. So over here, you can see massive pump today. US elections, we did break the all-time high. The previous all-time high was sitting over here at that 73. Just about 73K over there, and we are above that now, and we are just above it, guys. There's nothing bearish. There's nothing bearish about being above the previous all-time high ever. Doesn't matter what anyone says. There's nothing bearish about being above the old all-time high. Okay, so I'm expecting continuation here. I'm expecting continuation for sure, and I'm looking for a potential pullback. If we are lucky enough, we could see us find this 71K region over here. If we are lucky, we will come back and retest 50%, and then we'll be moving onwards and upwards again, guys. But this is looking really good for now. We are above the all-time high, which was made in March this year, and we are looking extremely bullish. I just want to go into the dollar, because the dollar is absolutely ripping. It's broken through the resistance, and yeah, this is looking really strong. I mean, obviously the elections has to do with this over here. But this is likely to be resistance over here. So I'm expecting a potential rejection from here and then move downwards. And then this will be extremely bullish for risk on assets. So because the dollar is ripping like this and assets are following, it's when this dollar turns around again, assets are going to just be going parabolic, guys. Things will be going parabolic. S&P mini futures obviously going off for the news today. The market hasn't even opened yet, and the S&P is up more than 2%, guys. Very bullish. That's always going to be bullish. S&P 500 before the market's open, it's up 2%. Nasdaq's up 1.7%. This hasn't broken the recent highs yet, but it is on its way over there. You can see this trend line over here, and it is battling with that as we speak. The VIX, the volatility index, this is usually inverse to assets. This has collapsed, of course, and we are looking to lose this level over here. This level should act as some kind of support over here. We were at resistance, and we did discuss this on Monday, and we are below the important EMAs. So we are expecting, potential bounce here, chop around, and then we do want to see this. I was speaking about this on Monday, how if the VIX can drop below this 14 level over here and just consolidate here, like these previous periods over here, then you are going to see massive runs in the crypto market, guys. You are going to see huge moves in the crypto markets, and most likely the traditional markets as well. What else did I have to discuss here? Not too much. So I'm going to go into the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index over here. It's sitting at 70, so there's still lots of space to the upside. It's not yet extreme greed. And I just wanted to show these. This is quite funny. I opened up the Fear and Greed and saw that. Let that sink in, guys. Let that sink in. Dogecoin is here. Open to work. 𝗕𝗪𝗓𝗪, he's probably going to get shipped. One thing I also wanted to note was Tesla. Guys, Tesla is mooning. Okay, Tesla's up 12.5% before markets even opened, and yeah, nothing bearish about that. It hasn't seen this level since like 1.5 years ago. So this is looking quite good for Tesla. My target is this 320 to 360 region. That big kind of gap there, and it looks like we have formed some kind of W pattern over here. And if we can break this little neckline here and this level over here, I am expecting continuation up into this level over here. So it's looking quite good for Tesla. That looks like it's probably also holding the market up here with the Nasdaq getting a big move before ours. Okay, so I do have a guest coming on the show today. He hasn't been on the YouTube show yet. I'm going to add him to the stage. Boris, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Pretty happy with the result of the election.
Happy with the election. Nice, dude.
Yeah, I was up. I'm currently in Europe, so I was up until 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. my time, just watching the results come in. Yeah, didn't really get much sleep, to be honest, but obviously I think this is a very bullish result, or
Yeah,
very bullish outcome for the crypto market. Yeah, everything's up a good amount. Bitcoin's up 7%, as you already pointed out, and then pretty much everything is up. Like not even just crypto, but like
yeah, everything's up.
Except for gold,
like
and I guess volatility. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's, looking at gold over here, if you just go to the macros. So obviously Trump becoming president, that's brought maybe an economic certainty to markets, because there's obviously quite a bit of fear within markets and whatnot. So with Trump being in president, maybe the market is seeing this as a risk on period. It's maybe confirmed. And this dropping down and other assets ripping to the upside, this could be the rotation from gold, the safe haven asset class, into the digital gold and the rest of the crypto market over here. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually, for why the only asset that's down is probably precious metals, and then like equities are up. Obviously, crypto's up. I guess oil is kind of like a risk-off asset that's down today as well. So I guess your natural resources and precious metals are down today, and everything else is up. The dollar is up. The ES, the Nasdaq, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, everything is looking quite good. And then USDT dominance is going down, so that's bullish for the alts. So, yeah, I mean, it looks great if you're a crypto trader or investor. Unfortunately, I know some people here who are perhaps following me or following my signals on the CoinW Telegram groups. Yeah, I did post like a swing short trade on ENA, I believe. I think that got liquidated, obviously, with the move overnight.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's more of like a defensive play, just in case Kamala won.
Good hedge.
Yeah, just a hedge. So hopefully people didn't get hurt too much in that position. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of opportunities now with all this volatility. So I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, for sure.
1% of my account. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to have a look at quickly was the total crypto market over here. And you can see obviously Bitcoin's at that all-time high level over here. I'm not even sure if this has broken the all-time highs of last cycle. Not even close. Not even close. So this is the target. That's the all-time high of last cycle. So as you can see here, we have finally broken, and it looks like we are in that bullish market structure, because we were in this downtrend making lower highs, and this is finally the start of a potential move to the upside, because we have broken above this $2.44 trillion mark, and this just shows that things are looking bullish. So if you have a look at Bitcoin was in that lower high structure over here until it broke only recently, and that was on the 30th of October. So this could just be lagging a few days. So I think that the total markets, this could be seeing some upside pressure relatively soon, and this will likely pour into such of Ethereum and Solana. And yeah, it looks quite good for those markets. I just want to go over USDT dominance over here, because this is, let me just have a look here on the daily time frame. So I've been tracking this extremely carefully, and it looks like we are playing out that bearish market structure over here. We have been calling these lower highs and whatnot, and almost the exact regions over here. And this looks inevitable for a potential much bigger collapse. This could look like a bear flag if we had to invert this chart. Okay, I can invert scale. This looks like a long to me, right? This is like a big long to me. Of course, the scale is inverted. So this looks like we're going to collapse here. And looking at previous times when it collapses, the last time it collapsed from the upsloping supports, it just tumbled like this.
Yeah, I like how you inverted that, because I've done that before, but not on like USDT dominance. That's pretty interesting. Can you invert it? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a breakout almost.
Yeah, Yeah, that's like, wow.
Yeah, so this looks really bullish to me. It's a breakout. We're above the 50% level, and it looks like the golden cross is inevitable. The 50-day EMA is about to cross above the 200-day EMA. So we are expecting continuation upwards over here. And if we invert it, we are expecting this just to come down to this level over here. What's really interesting is that there's a lot of space for this to fall, because this was the Bitcoin all-time high in March. And we've got a huge amount of fall over here. So it looks like altcoins really do have a good chance to be catching up here, especially ETH and Solana. I know ETH's obviously been really struggling. What are your thoughts on ETH?
Let me check, actually. Actually, the way I like structure my thoughts on ETH is by checking the ETH BTC chart. So if you can just pull that up. I'm not on my normal workstation. To be honest, just looking at that, it's like, yeah, today is like obviously a bullish move, but I don't know, it's in a downtrend in comparison to Bitcoin. So, like,
yeah, we can't deny it's in a downtrend.
Yeah, I just, yeah, obviously it's up 8%, which is nice, but doesn't really mean much, because
I think we're gonna have to wait for.
Yeah. Yeah, can you get bullish on ETH until it breaks? I guess it breaks that trend line that you have drawn on there, or that. Yeah, both.
I think. Yeah, it needs to get to the 0.04 region over here before we can start getting bullish on ETH. I am preempting this. It looks like we do have like 3 drives of bullish divergence over here. I'm not sure if you are an RSI trader, but I mean, I suppose bullish divergence can go on forever, right? But yeah, 3 drives is normally quite good if you look back on history, and we're gonna have to wait for a breakout over here. But a catch-up is inevitable, especially if the markets are risk on.
Yeah, it could have a pump like the ETH BTC ratio. It's just,
yeah,
it could be actually like, this could be the time with the 3 drives of bullish divergence. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
Bitcoin dominance sieging. This has been up only, yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin dominance still looks good. I mean, so what do you think about Bitcoin? Do you think it'll pull back a bit, like maybe a reset indicator, or is it just gonna go up?
I've been looking for a pullback since this 58% region, but yeah, it's bullish. We can't, like, a lot of people speak about a rising wedge being bearish, but it's actually just bullish market structure, right? And it has broken down out of the top. So this is looking good, and this is only going to turn around when it wants to turn around,
Yeah, because I think a lot of people are asking us, like, should they enter long positions? And I guess my answer to that would be like
long Bitcoin.
Don't maybe wait for a pullback. Like, don't FOMO into this move. Like, I feel like a lot of people euphoric, the market's euphoric with this result, but I wouldn't like FOMO into anything if you weren't already in a position. And it's kind of like unprecedented, like this election. So it's kind of like, how do you trade an election? I actually don't know, because they don't happen that often, especially like a critical one.
Yeah, no, of
where
course.
Like one candidate is very pro crypto or pro our industry. So yeah, it's kind of like a very difficult, I guess difficult trading week
environment.
Yeah. Tricky, but I think now it's going to be easier. So
yeah. So I mean, obviously, if you were short, you got blown out here. I was entering some longs in some altcoins during this period of here. I did get stopped out of a few. What I wanted to ask you is, what do you think the best strategy is for the next 2 weeks? Obviously, on Thursday, we've got the all-important federal funds rate. It looks like the market is pricing in a 4.75%, which is a 25-point cut. Cuts are generally bullish. I mean, there are a few ways you can look into it. But what do you think the best strategy is, throughout November going into Q4?
I mean, assuming the uptrend holds for Bitcoin, I would just buy any pullbacks, especially towards the $70,000 region. And then, like, for alts, that it depends on what happens with Bitcoin. If the trend continues, then I'd probably just use the same strategy, just be bullish on alts. Don't FOMO into any like big moves. Like, try to buy pullbacks. Try to set limit orders on lower levels. However, if like this is just, I mean, we got to consider the other scenario. Let's say this is like just a big fake out, like it's the news event, and Bitcoin goes below $69,000, and with like Bitcoin dominance where it is, I would be like, I'll just pursue the same strategy, just like short alts and like stay kind of bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's like kind of, I'm like going way too far in my head. I think, yeah, I don't know. This could be the real move, or it could be, you'll always be prepared for anything in trading. I mean, this could still be like a solid news event. I think some traders are kind of speculating that it could be, but so far, I don't think it is. Like, it takes a lot of money to like move Bitcoin 7% and move the altcoin space. The amount has moved the past 12 hours. So I think this is a real move, and I don't believe this is like a fake out or anything. So yeah,
I don't know.
Buy the dip, basically.
I think you were at the Bitcoin, was the Texas conference, Bitcoin 2024.
Yeah.
And that was at the end of July over here. And remember, Trump had that speech, and then
It was actually in August. Yeah, the Bitcoin Nashville. Yeah, Bitcoin.
Yeah, the Nashville. Yeah, it was right. It was this top over here, like the end of July, start of August.
Yeah.
Just before that capitulation low over here. So this was the last time Trump came out and spoke some good things about crypto. Right?
Yes, actually, Bitcoin like hit like almost like wherever the highest price was, and then it just went down. So, but that was on a weekend, and this is like already U.S. market hour. So, I think this is
legit. It looks legit. It seems legit.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, and just going into the, I mean, this is the 4-hour time frame. This is the smallest time frame I generally like to go into. I don't like the 15 minutes and 5 minutes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just for everyone out there, this is what I'm looking for at the moment for Bitcoin. So I am looking for a liquidity sweep when they potentially come under this 72.7K over here, and I'm looking at this box to be the next buying box. So the reason I like it is because there were these 4-hour tops over here, which, this old resistance should be acting as new support. That's how I like to trade. I like to trade the levels. Are we above the level or are we below the level? Well, we are above the level, so we should see this acting as support. So I am seeing this as a potential support zone. I do always like the 50% level over here, and that comes in at 71.2K. Let's round it up. So this is the box I'm looking at for continuation. But there is this inefficiency candle over here, and you can normally say that this zone over here is likely to get filled. If you look back in history, if you just take the wicks from the candles over there, you can often see a little spike into the zone over here, and that kind of lines up, doesn't really line up with anything on the high block capital, but high block capital does suggest that there is liquidity sitting at that 76K region over here. On the 5-minute time frame, you got 76.6K.
Where's the liquidity to the downside?
So that's all the way at that 65K region. Yeah. So I mean, I personally don't think we're going to see 65. Like, if we break these lows over here, I think if we come below this, the market structure is kind of wrecked. It won't be looking good. I mean, we could get a little spike, but if we start closing candles and hovering around here, then I don't think it's been looking too good for Bitcoin. But we can always come and test the 50-day EMA. That's something I've learned over the times. We could come and test the 50-day EMA, and that does come in at that 67K region over there.
I think short term, I'll set some limit orders for 70K or around there, and see if maybe we have like a false kind of like breakdown below 70. Because I think 70 now is like a critical psychological zone. That's how I'm gonna play this. Personally, heads up, guys. I'm gonna set some limit orders. It's gonna be the next trade setup for around like 70,000 to 71,000. I think that's a good pullback point, and I think it aligns well with the 50% retracement that you have drawn on there.
Yeah, so this is the zone I'm looking at, and we both like this 71.1Ks, but to this 69.8K level, that's the 54-hour EMA over there that often gets tested as well, or can be seen as a good line of defense. Look at this beautiful wick into the 200.
Nice, yeah.
That's what I like to see.
Wow, whoever
That's
bought
what I
that
like to see.
has made a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a good trade. And if we just put on the 618 as well, yeah, that comes in at that 70K region over here. So if you want a very conservative entry, I would be looking at the zone right over here. And we'll definitely, I'm personally going to be setting some pretty big limit orders over here, obviously on CoinW. We're going to be setting up some huge limit orders there. And yeah, my point of invalidation is going to be, probably below this over here, but maybe a little bit lower just to be safe on those entries. This low over here looks like a good one to potentially put your stops under if we lose this level over here. I mean, obviously it's very low. So we are going to go on like probably low-ish leverage. This is like a 12% dump. So we can be looking at like a 8x, maybe 10x leverage from here. And I think this, I mean, I don't think we'll see these low levels, but from 71K to this 67K, if we come test those levels, that is probably a really good place to be getting into some Bitcoin. And you might come and test the trend line. If there's one thing I've also learned from crypto trading, it's that no matter how far you are away from the trend line, you can always come back to the trend line. And that at the moment is in this area over here. We could get that retest over there. But also, I think a lot of people were really scared, towards the end of last week and just before the election. So I think a lot of people have missed out. A lot of people missed out on this pump. Yeah, I personally had multiple longs open and I did cash them out when I saw 75K, just because I got stopped out of a few. So I just had to balance my portfolio out with a couple.
Like I said, I had a short position that got liquidated. I couldn't really find like a nice setup for a long. So kind of just sitting on my hands, just waiting for a pullback, basically. Wow. So everything was like kind of ended per my analysis. So yeah, just can't really do anything with my strategy.
And then guys, I haven't discussed this yet. So I haven't gone into November yet. And statistically, November is quite good. It's got an average of 43% and a median of 7%. So those are both green. So that is bullish. And if we look at the quarterly returns, over here, the quarterly returns for Bitcoin are absolutely massive, and we are off to a good start. So the median is 39%, the average is 82%, and we are looking for this to come to the party in terms of a percentage gain over there. So we are looking for November and December to be bullish. And if you look at the previous data points, obviously we've had September and October both bullish. What's happened in the past when that's occurred? Well, back in 2015, we had September bullish, October bullish, and November, December were both double-digit gains. Okay, 19 and 13. That's a good average over the both two. 2016, it happened again, bullish, and we got again back-to-back bullish for November and December over there. What happened over here? Well, that was last year, of course. We got two bullish, and then we went on this unbelievable run over here. And what else did I want to? Back in 2020. Okay, but no, September was right over there. So guys, it does look good. It does look really good for Bitcoin in Q4, in my opinion. And if you look at the election year, so there was an election, Q4 over there, 2020, that was election, and 2016, Q4. We haven't actually seen a bad Q4 in an election period. So this time is unlikely to be different. One thing I also wanted to speak about was the Ethereum returns. Obviously, Ethereum, bit of a lackluster, had an awful Q3. Q4, it's basically flat. But if you look at Q1 for Ethereum, it is looking good, guys. its average return and median return is bigger than Bitcoin. So you were speaking about this ETH BTC earlier,
Yeah.
and this is likely to form a bottom according to this data in Q1 of next year. So what I'm thinking is that, you know, if Bitcoin gets its big Q4 return, which we're expecting, we're not expecting Ethereum to go down while Bitcoin goes up. We're expecting Ethereum to go up less than Bitcoin. And then Q1, you know, for Ethereum is going to be that time where it potentially outperforms it. So my thinking at the moment is I'm personally building some big ETH longs that, you know, we can ride for the next maybe even 3 to 4 months. It is looking good on a charting point of view. I do want to break out of this downsloping resistance over here and get above the 200-day EMA, and that's coming in at 2,800. If you just round it up, I like to round it up. So what I want to see for Ethereum in this quarter is slow grind and then just start to consolidate here. Then I think we are going to see a big move up for Ethereum. And if you look at Ethereum, every time it's gone from the bottom of the range to the top, it's been extremely quickly. So, you know, this was in 2.5 weeks. This was like 2 weeks. So it can happen really fast with Ethereum. So, but we just needed to get above and claim this range and start to test and prove that this is support. And then this is going to be looking like one incredibly big deviation over here back into the range, and then we can target higher levels. But I think now is the time to be looking for that ETH long. I think if we get that pull back, if Bitcoin gets that pullback that we were speaking about into our 71K region over there, if we're lucky, guys, if we're lucky, no guarantees, no guarantees. I think if it comes into here, it's going to be a gift, and I think everyone's going to be aping in. So I'm not sure it's going to happen. But if Ethereum can get that pullback, I'm looking at 2541 as a potential support, and that is the 50-day EMA. So I'm looking for this, or I'm just looking for continuation onwards and upwards. But I think, you know, in the next few weeks here, hopefully before the end of November, we should have the break of this downsloping resistance, and then it should be onwards and upwards for Ethereum, guys. It should be onwards and upwards. But it is always hard to bid losers, right? It is hard to bid losers.
Yeah, man, I'm actually gonna go. I need to post some analysis, but yeah, thanks for having me on your stream.
Cool.
Yeah,
thanks for joining, bro.
Yeah, makes it more fun when two traders talk. Yeah,
I'll catch you later. I think we might have a stream in like half an hour, but I'll chat you just now.
We have what is it called? 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗏 stream.
I think so. I'll chat you just now, bro. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Talk later. Bye.
Yeah, so if we just get back into that, I'm not sure if ETH is going to get that pullback, because I think a lot of people were left behind and shaken out of their positions around here. But I am looking for a potential pump up. Once we break this downsloping support and get above this level over here and this level over here, I know it's a huge task. This is a huge task for Ethereum. But if Ethereum does get that breakthrough, I think everyone's going to ape into Ethereum, and we are going to get that 2-week pump above the $4,000 region, and that's going to be looking incredibly bullish for Ethereum, guys. That will be looking incredibly bullish for Ethereum. Okay, what's happening? What's happening with Bitcoin? Yeah, I don't think this is coming down here today, guys. I don't think this is coming down today. These big wicks are always likely to be filled again. But I think if everyone's looking now with Trump at president, it could be bought up really fast, guys. I think it's going to be bought up really fast. But my strategy at the moment, I'm going to be waiting for federal funds rates to come out. That's tomorrow. And then I'm going to be waiting for the weekly close. I know it's a bit boring, guys. I know it's a bit boring. But the weekly close is going to be so important for Bitcoin. And I think, you know, if there is a fake out, it's going to be during this week. It will be during this week. If this weekly close can close above this high over here, it's going to be looking exceptional, guys. It's going to be looking absolutely exceptional for Bitcoin. And it is just going to be most likely pumping onwards and upwards. So just go back. It's on Bybit, so there isn't much history. Yeah, so I mean, last time it pumped above the all-time high over here. Yeah, there was no going back, guys. There was no going back. So I think during the next week is going to be where we are going to be establishing some decently sized altcoin longs. I think that is the strategy, guys. That is the strategy, because this can happen quick, guys. We have broken the all-time high with a weekly close. I know we did break it earlier, but I think the macro was different. Last time this happened, we formed a high basically in like 4 months, and then an all-time high in about a year from now, just under a year. So if we mark 4 months, it's about 120 days. That would be, you know, at the start of March, that could be a place to take some profits. And then another high we are looking for, you know, probably August, September next year. So March and August, September next year, those are going to be potential timing points of where we're going to want to be taking some profits. So that's, you know, that August, September period next year, and then March. Those are, I will be looking for all-time highs or just tops, guys. And I'm going to be cautiously bullish in between there. I will probably be DCAing out or dollar cost average selling. And I think that makes the most sense just from a cyclical perspective and how these crypto cycles normally work, guys. But there's nothing bearish. Again, shorts, I personally don't think shorts are the play at the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't be shorting the market at the moment. All-time highs. And normally what happens when there are all-time highs and you break, it just continues. Okay, continues. We look over here, all-time highs, off you go. And if you look at the previous cycle as well, if I just have to put this on a logarithmic scale over there, over here, when did we break the all-time high? Okay, we broke the all-time high. Then we did have that little pullback. So pullbacks are on the cards over here. Of course, pullbacks are on the cards. That was obviously a rough one when Bitcoin is at that $1,000 mark. But normally what happens is there's just straight up, guys. There's no chance to get in. You get a little pullback, and then off we go again, guys. So it is time to be bullish, in my opinion. I wouldn't be shorting this market at all. But guys, I think we have covered the majority of the analysis and the importance. I also want to speak about the long-short ratio is looking healthy. So we're not expecting a huge dump from here. Liquidations, it's a lot of liquidations, guys. We haven't seen this many liquidations in ages. The last time we saw liquidations like this was the 5th of August. And that was catastrophic for the bulls and the bears. So yeah, this is almost $1 billion. This is half. A lot of shorts wrecked. Classic short squeeze. We were looking for a short squeeze. Everyone was short. And yeah, there we go. So we're going to go over the altcoin requests, guys. We're going to go over some altcoin requests. So let's go have a look through the comment section. Let's have a look through the comment section, guys. Sol Long. Yes, that's a really good question. So I just want to analyze Solana for you quickly. So this is what I was looking for Solana. So we are in resistance. I'm on the weekly. I'm just going to go over to my daily chart because that's where it's all saved. Guys, there's no harm in taking profits. We are up 12% today. So I was looking at this region to be a potential point where we are going to see some resistance over here. So I have taken some profits. I think it's a good idea to take some profits off the table. And what I wanted to show you was, obviously we've got this big range over here. So this was the cycle high coming in at 210 all the way down to 110, and we have the 50% level at 160. So basically you've got your top range, your bottom range, and your halfway point. And if we just do the same, but from the halfway point to the top range, halfway of that is at your 186 point over there. I'm just going to take off the 618. So this is a point where we can expect resistance, and we have this region over here. And yeah, we have to treat resistance as resistance. So I would personally be taking some profits off the table over here. And I remember when we were in that, we were in a long on Solana from 138.5. We had a limit order there. And when we hit $160, I said, guys, let's sell because we're at resistance. We're at resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. And I said, even if we break through, we're going to retest. Okay. We broke through and we retested on this wick over here. And then we went again, and it looks like, yeah, we obviously had that big retest, and we did get into some big orders over here at $156. So what I'm thinking is I would take some profits here. And if the market creeps up, I think you are going to have that retest, and then you just enter in again. So there's no harm in taking profits now and retesting over there. What's most likely to happen is we get a pullback now, and then you get into your position at that $180 region. This daily close over here, 179, looks really good as a re-entry. So I would personally be taking some profits now, and I could be adding in anywhere from the 176 to the 196 region. That's what I would do for the Solana play. Will 𝗬𝗎 be the next Solana? Well, let's go on to CoinGecko, guys. Let's go on to CoinGecko. Interesting question. Where is 𝗬𝗎 on the list? 20. Okay, let's just change this off Bitcoin. I like to compare most things to Bitcoin, but let's just use the dollars for now. So basically, 𝗬𝗎 has a market cap of, where's 𝗬𝗎? There, 6.5 billion, and Solana 89 billion. Guys, it just took over the Binance market cap. That's incredible, guys. That's incredible. And it's very close to Tether here. So, I mean, that multiple is 9. So it's about a 9x behind. But will it repeat what Solana did? And it's very possible. It's very possible. We'll have to go into some more in-depth analysis. But from what I understand is that 𝗬𝗎 is relatively new. But one thing about 𝗬𝗎 is that it looks incredible in terms of market structure, right? So it was developed May last year, and yeah, we obviously had that sell-off. You get a high, a low, and then we draw this parallel channel, and it looks like we are breaking out of this parallel channel, guys. This is bullish. This region over here, we obviously faked out earlier. But we do have to treat this zone over here. Anything underneath here, we can see this as potential resistance. So if we can get above that $2.40, then I think we are going probably to the moon. I think this is quite a safe bet. Spot 𝗬𝗎 doesn't seem too expensive at the moment, even though it's at all-time highs. It doesn't seem too expensive. There's a lot of upside. There's a lot of upside for 𝗬𝗎, guys. There's a lot of upside for 𝗬𝗎. Will it be the next Solana? That's such a big question, guys. I don't think that there will be lots of meme coins created on Solana, so there will be less of a interest in it from that perspective. But I am bullish on 𝗬𝗎. I do have a big spot bag. We were getting in that spot bag at that 80 cents region over here when we got that break of structure. And yeah, we're still looking good. We're still looking good for 𝗬𝗎, guys. 𝗕𝗏𝗪𝗏 and 𝗕𝗏𝗪. Yeah, I think are you the guy that always asks for 𝗕𝗏𝗪𝗏 and 𝗕𝗏𝗪? 𝗕𝗏𝗪, 10% today. It has reclaimed the 50-day EMA, but I do want to see 𝗕𝗏𝗪 break out. I do want to see a 𝗕𝗃 breakout. I do want to see 𝗕𝗃 above this 0.00001 region over here. If it can break this high and get above this downsloping, then I think we could get some upward price action. But for now, I think there are better coins. Popcat, look at that, 25% today, guys. This is what we need to get used to, guys. Moves like this is what we need to get used to. This is going to happen all day. I'm just going to go over Popcat, then I'll go over 𝗕𝗃, because I do see there was a Popcat a request on Popcat. Yeah, Popcat's looking good, guys. We obviously in from way down here at that 50-cent region on Popcat, so we've almost tripled up here, up like 200%. There we go. Popcat's looking good. I'm just going to go onto the 4-hour time frame and just see if there's a breakout. Yeah, guys, Popcat's breaking out. I wouldn't doubt Popcat for a second. I think my personal target is $10 for Popcat, guys. I'm looking for $10 Popcat. Will we see $10 Popcat? Let me know if you guys think if we will see a $10 Popcat. Okay, let's move on. We said we wouldn't go back to Floki, so let's go over to Floki again. Floki getting rejected off the 250-day EMA over there. Okay, I'm going to wait for Floki to get above here and start to close candles over here. That's why I'm waiting for the Bitcoin. I'm personally waiting for the Bitcoin weekly close, because we could get shanked, guys. We could get wrecked here. We don't want to get wrecked. We want to be safe, guys. We want to be safe. I'm going to wait for, so to recap there, I'm going to wait for a reclaim of this, some consolidation, maybe even a breakout of this downsloping support. But there are better coins to trade, like Turbo. Guys, Turbo's insane. We love Turbo. Goat, look at this, guys. These are all fresh meme coins. These are going to fly. Myro, obviously below the EMAs. But for Floki, I think there are better meme coins to trade. I think WIF's looking good. See, it's above the EMAs over there. It's looking better, but it is getting rejected currently from this downsloping resistance. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. Did you guys see Uniswap? Huge move for Uniswap. Basically engulfed all of this. Look at that. The last months. Bah. Over. Looks like the golden cross is inevitable. What's next, guys? What's next? Sundog. So I think the whole Tron narrative has died. Guys, Sundog is down today. It's not on, guys. It's not on. I think there was a better one. Yeah, guys, personally wouldn't be touching Sundog over here. This was the hype. It is down today. If your token is down today, I wouldn't be too excited. I'm going to delete them, guys. Don't look. If a token is down today, I wouldn't get too excited. Thoughts on Arweave? Oh, yeah, guys, I do hold some Arweave spot. It has been a painful hold. Up 10% today, but yeah, guys, not looking good. Not looking good. Yeah, we are going to wait for a breakout of this before we start to get excited on Arweave again. But this is just a classic, you get the death cross over here, and, we're just stuck below the 50-day EMA, and we should only get excited when coins are above the all-important EMAs, right? When we get the golden cross, let me get rid of that. When we get the golden cross over here, red above the blue, it means that there is strength, and we could easily get a chop back above. But when the blue is above the red, then it is weak, and they're both angled to the downside. So I'm going to be waiting probably for a reclaim. Guys, I'm only actually interested in coins that are above this 200-day EMA. I'm obviously holding coins that are below, but I'm only interested in buying when it's above, because that means it's safe, guys. I'm a conservative trader. I can be a degen sometimes, but I'm mostly a conservative trader. Jupiter and NOS. Let's have a look at NOS. NOS is over here, looking strong, looking good. If you are in NOS, congratulations. Look at that, guys. Beautiful retest of the 50% level over there. It's above, so it's bullish. If you are a NOS holder, I would be excited. There is the golden cross over here. Any pullbacks that come into this region over here are for buying, guys. This is looking good. Obvious breakout over there. Congrats on that trade. I'm going to set an alert for this $2.80, this daily open and close over there. And I will be getting a bit excited if we see that level over there. So let's have a look at the last one that you asked for, and that was Jupiter. Jupiter's somewhere, guys. Where's Jupiter? Where's Jupiter? Here we go. So we have reclaimed that dollar region again. So it's quite a bad sell-off. I think a lot of players were stopped out here. Jupiter did get the golden cross. There he is. Okay. So I think any pullbacks into this region again are for buying. Did we come into the 50% level? Yes, we did, guys. Look at that. Almost to perfection over there. But a more accurate one would probably be from over here. Jupiter's looking good. I think Jupiter's a good player. Jupiter normally pumps with Solana. So I think that is looking good, guys. That is looking good. Okay, what is next? What is next? Near protocol, not looking too good, guys. Let's wait for the reclaim of the EMAs before getting a bit excited on this. And you know, this looks like a classic bearish retest. You know, broke of the support over here. Retest. This could be a good head short. If you are extremely overweight long and you're looking for shorts, this could be your short. Not sure how low it's going to go. I don't like shorting this. I'm personally not taking this trade, but you could come and target the liquidity underneath these lows over here. Risk reward of, it's not even 2-to-1. I wouldn't take this trade, guys. But not looking good. There are better looking charts, guys. There are better looking charts. What's next? What's next? What's next? ENA. I like these scenarios. It's like a scenario. I like the scenario. Problem solving. ENA's over here. Yeah, ENA. Looking good. I did get stopped out of my ENA trade over here, guys. That was last week. I have ENA position at 0.36. 0.36. Nice. Should I hold? Yeah, that depends, man. If it's the majority of your capital, then you know it could be worth taking some profits. But if you know you have another job or you are making some consistent income, it could be worth holding. No promises that this comes back, but we could get a retest over here. But if you are heavily reliant on the money, then it's always good to take some profits. Always good to take some profits. But we are above the 50-day EMA. We have broken out over here on the daily. I'm personally waiting for this week to close before making any decisions because I don't want to get I don't want to get wrecked here, guys. I don't want to get wrecked. But it could be worth shaving some profits and you know re-entering at your entry. But I think you have a good trade there. I think 0.36 is a really good position for ENA. And I mean, yeah, 20% today. Good move. Good move. Yeah, depends on the situation, but I'm not sure if we are going to get that pullback. But yeah, maybe take some profits. No one ever got hurt taking profits. Say and Ondo, of course, my man. Of course, bro. So look at Ondo first because Ondo has claimed that 70-cent region over there, but I'm still looking for Ondo to get above the EMAs, guys. It's really frustrating. You see, it hasn't really taken off yet. It's because it's not above the EMAs and the red is not above the blue. So I'm going to wait patiently for that to be the case, guys. If you are looking for a good coin to long, Pendle, guys. Pendle's looking good. Yeah, above the... See, this is a classic example of looking good. It's above the EMAs, where Ondo is not looking good because it is below the EMAs. Okay. So that is a big difference over there. So look at yeah, this is starting to get faded, guys. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? Say and Ondo. Oh, say, of course. Say. I heard you say. Okay, so say has lost the EMA. So this is an example of it not working. So we obviously got that. We got the golden cross, and I do remember buying this region over here. But yeah, we are below the EMA. I think this is a good short, in my opinion. Actually, we did lose the EMAs. We are closing multiple candles below. This was the red flag over here. Big close below. But nah, it's actually more of a breakout. But there is a valid case for a head short here if you guys are looking for some shorts. You know, stops would go, you know, if you get above that high, could go even like a couple % above the 200-day EMA, and we can be looking for lower levels over there. Not looking strong compared to the rest, but this is classic support. There we go. Retest the support. Personally, wouldn't be taking any trades. Actually, I'm going to take that back. Looks like this one just wants to consolidate a bit more, but I'm going to wait for a break of this 42-cent region over here before getting excited about, say, guys, I'm going to wait for a break of 42. Guys, what's next? What's next? What's next? A few more. I'll do one or two more. Shiba, let's do Shiba. Let's do Shiba, guys. I know it's a meme coin. It's not even there. Shiba. Yeah, Shiba's looking good, guys. Happy with Shiba. Golden cross. Red is above the blue. Long and strong. If we get another move into this region over here, we are going to be looking for some more longs. That's my analysis for Shiba. It is looking good. Wouldn't be buying now, but I would be buying over here because it is macro. It is looking good from a macro point of view. Is looking good from a macro point of view. Grass. Oh no. Grass USDT 22% today. Oh yeah, it's a bit new. It's a bit new for any technical analysis, but yeah, looks good. Looks good. It's bullish. It's only going up. Could this dump? Of course it can dump, guys. Of course it can dump. This is a huge move. Yeah, I personally don't trade these or analyze this from a technical point of view. But guys, just to sum up the show, things are looking good. Double-digit gains across the board. Buy the dip, guys. Buy the dip. This is the dip for me. For ETH, there's also a dip over here. Dip buying opportunity. Strong EMAs over there. Solana's looking good, but this could dump. So that's why I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for the end of the week to close. I think it's either gonna get a pullback or it's just gonna chop around here. I don't see it ripping more. But my target for this move before a little pullback could actually be that 78K region, guys. We could see that 78K region easily. But guys, absolutely obliterate the like button. We appreciate it. We always appreciate a good like. Yeah, it gets us out there, gets more people to the show, gets the alpha everywhere. We have a question over here quickly. How come Jupiter moves so little while Radium pumps so hard? Well, that could be there could be a shift to Radium. I know Radium is looking really good. I think the chart of Radium actually looks better. Yeah, all-time highs. All-time highs, guys. Oh, never mind. Cycle highs. This is bullish, guys. This is really bullish. There could be a shift from Radium to Jupiter. But yeah, I just analyze the charts. I don't do much of the fundamental analysis. But guys, smash the like button. Thanks so much for being here. We obviously appreciate it over here, and we will see you guys soon for the next show. Happy trading. Stay safe out there. And yeah, just to wrap it up, I'm waiting for the end of the week to open up any more positions. Cheers, guys.